Hi, it's Mike Stiles, and this is This Week in the Metaverse, your weekly newscast that keeps you up to date on everything that isn't real and yet is. It's September 26th. Put on your heavy goggles and let's see what happened in the Metaverse this week. Do you feel horrifically ill but don't want a doctor to touch you? I can relate to that, which is why folks like you and me keep an eye on what healthcare is going to look like in the Metaverse. And don't worry, because that industry is on it. We're seeing everything from research to mental health treatment to pain management to education and simulations to remote care. I'm not so sure they can't even make your avatar gag on a tongue depressor. And the industry is wisely teaming up with gaming experts to create those experiences. Tech Republic talked to the healthcare company Penumbra and found out that when they team the expertise of award-winning game designers with rehab know-how, you get science-backed immersive experiences that are physically and mentally stimulating. A study on VR rehab for Parkinson's found VR is even more effective in measuring improvement than conventional rehab. What the gamers bring to the table is they know how to best maximize the sense of immersion, which can be helpfully distracting and motivating to patients. I'm looking forward to Colonoscopy Quest 2023. I bet you didn't know that when you were watching the Pixar film Finding Dory, you were getting a sneak peek into the technology of the Metaverse. No, you just wanted refills on your popcorn bucket and for Dory to get found. But Taryn Plum at VentureBeat reports it was the first animated film built using Universal Scene Description, or USD. And USD is a foundation of the Metaverse. In fact, it's called the HTML for 3D virtual worlds. Pixar's CTO Steve May admits they weren't thinking about the Metaverse when they made Dory, but the tech has grown and just works for this kind of world building. All Pixar wanted was to solve workflow and speed problems and allow for easier collaboration. USD was made to be collaborative and have non-destructive editing and multiple views. Beyond filming and gaming, USD is being used in design, robotics, manufacturing, and architecture. Mason Sheffield at Lowe's Innovation Labs says they use it to make digital twins for the stores. Now, Pixar is ramping up its USD to explore these other-than-filmmaking uses. I just want to ride horses with Woody in the Metaverse. A lot of people get NFTs because they believe they're collectibles and limited in number, if not one of a kind, which will make the price of their NFT only go up like a mint copy of Batman #1. But how do you track just how rare your NFT is? MK Manoilov writes in The Block that OpenSea now has an NFT scarcity tracking tool, Open Rarity. Now, there are certain things that are obviously rare, like the New York Jets winning a game or a day going by without Harry Styles being in the news, but this edition helps you assert an NFT's value in the marketplace, and you don't need to use a third-party tool to do it. The Pudgy Penguins, Cool Cats, and Moonbirds NFTs will be among the first to use it. How rare an NFT is one of the first things a potential buyer wants to know, second only to am I being taken to the cleaners. OpenSea also added a better description of how much a creator's fee is and is promising to only support proof-of-stake NFTs. You know what Colorado was the first state to do? Legalize recreational marijuana. But there's something else, too. It'll be the first U.S. state to accept cryptocurrency for tax payments. It says right there on its Department of Revenue website. But if that's how you want to pay your contribution to a greater society, you'll have to pay a dollar fee in real money, as well as an extra 1.83% of the taxes you're trying to pay. The payments will be accepted through PayPal's cryptocurrency hub from your personal accounts using only one type of crypto at a time. Businesses cannot pay with crypto. The very first thing Colorado will do once it gets your crypto is turn it into regular money. The governor said they're just showing, again, how tech-forward the state is. Plus, they have cool mountains, and the skiing is great. There are other states who wanted to do this. Ohio was first in 2018, but stopped it because there were legal complications. New Hampshire, Illinois, Georgia, and Arizona have tried, but it never survived their legislatures. Ever hear of the whiskey brand Jack Daniels? Oh my God, don't lie to me. You are intimately familiar with it. And now you can interact with it in the Metaverse just like you do in the bar you've been thrown out of repeatedly. Well, not exactly. The company has 3 trademark filings so they can sell NFT media, virtual beverages, sorry about that, it's pretend whiskey, clothes, collectibles, and cool brand stuff you can put in your basement bar for those out-of-control cul-de-sac parties. Jack Daniels is a first mover and is getting into the metaverse while it's still in its infancy, but others have done it, like McDonald's, KFC, and Mars. The candy, not the planet. And individuals have also been filing trademarks like crazy. NBA star Kevin Durant's filed 26 of them. And if you filed 26 trademark applications, believe me, you're going to need a drink. We've already talked about how colleges are setting up classes in the metaverse, which sounds cool, but Nir Kashetri, who's a professor of management at UNC Greensboro, says, there are a few problems with that. One, it's not as cheap to do as you'd think. You have to license course content, build a digital campus, get headsets, stuff like that. And you have to train faculty and all that. 2, privacy, security, and safety problems, which we all have. 3, rural students might not have access to the bandwidth and technology needed. 4, the fundamental changes in approach to teaching and learning that will be called for. And 5, your dorky parents' avatars can pop in and visit you on campus anytime and totally cramp the new image you're creating for yourself. Okay, I added that last one, but that's what I'd be worried about. That's what we've got for you this week. If you think the show sucks, don't do anything. Otherwise, start telling people you like it. And we'll be back next week.